Convention Chairman, Brother Pascual Carvero, to continue with the proceedings.
We shall now have the video message of our worthy Supreme Knight, Carl A. Anderson.
My brother knights, as you gather for your jurisdiction's annual convention, I want to thank you for your efforts during this past fraternal year. Once again, we have set new records in membership, charity, and insurance. Together, we have made our communities better places, and we have strengthened our parishes. And thanks to your continued hard work, we are again on our way to achieving new records this year. Charity is our first principle, and it is the basis for all we do as Brother Knights. To be a Knight of Columbus is to be a man of service to others. Again this year, you demonstrated this truth in the nearly 72 million hours of volunteer service and the $174 million we gave to charity. We have changed the lives of millions of people, both at home and abroad. One place our efforts have made a tremendous difference is in the lives of thousands of Christian families suffering in the Middle East. We began our Christian Refugee Relief Fund in 2014. To date, more than $9 million has been raised to provide housing, food, medical aid, education, and general relief to persecuted Christians and other religious minorities, especially from Iraq and Syria. We have raised public awareness about their plight through a national advertising campaign, and we have led the efforts to have the U.S. government recognize that what is happening to Christians in this region is genocide. In March, we submitted to the U.S. Secretary of State and to the Congress a comprehensive report documenting the genocide that is occurring against Christians. The Knights of Columbus cannot just stand watching while our brothers and sisters in the faith are tortured, murdered, and sold into slavery. We cannot do everything, but there are things we can do, and we will do them. This is the great cause of today, and just as we have stood steadfast in defense of the innocent unborn, I am confident that history will record our defense of the innocents in the Middle East. I urge all of you to take up this great cause. In founding the Knights of Columbus, Father McGivney sought to build a brotherhood of men dedicated to the work of charity and to the protection of their widows and orphans. Father McGivney would be proud of our insurance program because it is very much his legacy. Father McGivney was looking for a solution to the suffering of widows and orphans in his parish. He labored over the details of our original insurance program. He studied the programs of other fraternal benefit societies because he knew the problem firsthand. He himself had to leave the seminary when his father died because his family could no longer financially support him. He wanted to build up Catholic families in faith, in fellowship, in charity, and in financial security. 2015 was our 15th consecutive year of insurance sales growth. We also reached the milestone of $100 billion of insurance in force. Could Father McGivney ever have dreamed that the organization he was founding in the basement of St. Mary's Church would one day be the stewards of over $100 billion, protecting the financial futures of hundreds of thousands of Catholic families? But he knew the best way to proceed would be with a program of insurance by Brother Knights for Brother Knights. And history has proven him right. No insurer in North America is more highly rated than the Knights of Columbus. And again this year, I am pleased to announce that the Knights of Columbus has been certified as one of the world's most ethical companies by the Ethisphere Institute. We continue to move forward. Our dedication to our founder's vision has helped us reach another great milestone, 1,900,000 members. I want to thank each of you for helping us hit this mark. And now I ask you to continue your efforts and get us to 2 million members. These are great numbers, but you and I both know that this is about much more than numbers. There are few greater gifts we can give a Catholic man and his family than to offer him the benefits of membership in the Knights of Columbus. So I ask you again, continue to recruit more new members and establish more new councils. Continue to hold frequent first degrees and use our first degree DVD when a degree team is not available. Star councils lead the order in membership growth, insurance, and charitable efforts. I applaud every council that has achieved this honor, and in the closing weeks of this fraternal year, I encourage every council that can do so to join their ranks. Father McGivney founded the Knights of Columbus to strengthen Catholic family life. Today, we continue to assist our families through programs like Building the Domestic Church, The Family Fully Alive. Last November, I announced a new initiative to assure the continued relevance and growth of the Knights of Columbus, Building the Domestic Church through strengthening our parish. All of the great popes since the Second Vatican Council, Blessed Paul VI, St. John Paul II, Pope Benedict XVI, and Pope Francis have all told us that the key to evangelizing, strengthening, and protecting Catholic family life is for Catholics to live their family life as a domestic church and for families to become more active within their parishes. Pope Francis has said that families are the domestic church where Jesus grows. He grows in the love of spouses and in the lives of children. Obviously, this is most important to young husbands and fathers and to their young families. Our initiative rests on this foundation, and it combines two great traditions of the Knights of Columbus: strengthening Catholic family life and strengthening parish life. This initiative will be one of the great benefits of membership that we offer young families. Catholic families are central to both the work of the new evangelization and to the future sustainability of our parishes, and also to the future sustainability of the Knights of Columbus. You know as well as I do the many pressures that threaten our families and our parishes. The good news is that there is no organization in the Catholic Church better positioned than the Knights of Columbus to help strengthen both family and parish life. This is our great challenge, and now this is our great mission. Today, our councils can provide some of the greatest resources to support parish life and the evangelization of family life. Councils can do this by more fully integrating families into the life of the parish through the many programs of our parish-based councils. Recently, I announced new initiatives as part of our Building the Domestic Church program. One of the most important, as you're probably aware, was to incorporate into the opening Mass of every state convention a prayer of family consecration to the Holy Family. Our goal is to offer every Knights of Columbus family the opportunity to live their life together as a family under the protection of the Holy Family. In the future, we will ask every parish with an active Knights of Columbus presence to encourage family consecration to the Holy Family for all the families of the parish. What better way to strengthen Catholic family life than to begin with the consecration of millions of families to the Holy Family? And what better organization to lead this effort than the Knights of Columbus? This is but one of many future initiatives to strengthen our families and our parishes. This year, with your help, the Knights of Columbus takes up an even greater leadership role as the strong right arm of the domestic church and of our parish church. Together, we will reach greater achievements as Catholic leaders in business, leaders in charity, leaders in evangelization, and leaders in brotherhood and family life. So let us go forward together into the next fraternal year, committed to being witnesses to the light of Christ's love in every corner of society. Let us be the strong right arm of the Catholic Church in defense of her rights of religious liberty and the free exercise of religion for everyone. Let us be that strong helping hand when disaster strikes, when our neighbors are suffering, and when the lives of the innocent, especially the innocent unborn, are threatened. Let us stand in solidarity with all those who bear the burden of battle in defense of our freedom and with their families. In short, let us be those Catholic men worthy of the name Knights. May God bless all your endeavors during your convention and in the coming year. May Our Lady of Guadalupe and the Venerable Father Michael McGivney pray for us. Vivat Jesus.
For your information, in addition to this message, the Supreme Knight has also sent in his official message, which is now incorporated in our souvenir program. You can find it there. To continue the proceeding, may I call on our former Luzon Deputy, our Supreme Director, Brother Alonso Tan, to give his message.
Thank you. Please take your seat. Thank you very much, Brother Pasky. Good morning. Oh, nakapag-merienda na, kaya malakas na eh. Ay, hindi pa raw. Ako hindi pa rin. Reverend Monsignor Pedro Siquito III, Reverend Father Arturo Batak, our worthy Luzon North State Deputy and KC Papi President Justice Jose C. Reyes Jr., immediate Luzon Deputy and KC Papi Chairman Arsenio Isidro Yap, former Luzon Deputy Arsenio Antonio Yulo, former Luzon Deputy Arsenio Lopez, state officers, KC Papi officers, district deputies, district masters, faithful navigators, grand knights, area managers, delegates, ladies and gentlemen, and other family members and brother knights, good morning. I bring you greetings from our Supreme Knight, Carl A. Anderson, and all the Supreme Officers and Board of Directors of the Knights of Columbus. It is an honor and a great privilege to be here with you, the occasion of your first Luzon North State Convention, with the theme answering the call to evangelize, here at Manila Grand Opera Hotel. And I want to thank you all the officers and members of the Luzon North, for the very great work you have done and doing for the good of the order. Palakpak ba na natin? I'm glad to report to you, as of today, Luzon North, this is in membership recruitment, Luzon North is number 2 overall. With a quota of 4,715, now Luzon has attained 5,601, or 118.79%. So number 2 over standing Luzon. Let's give them a round of applause. Visayas is number 4 in the standing with 110.80%, followed by Mindanao, number 6, 106.20%, and Luzon South, number 7, with 104.87%. So with that, all the 4 Philippine jurisdictions are in the top 10. Palakpakan po natin lahat. And they are already a member of the Supreme Knights Circle of Honor. For the new council development, as of March 30, Luzon North has already achieved its quota of 11 new councils, Luzon South, 11, Mindanao, 33 new councils, napakarami. Visayas, 22 new councils created during the past 8 months. Napakarami po ng new council sa Mindanao. Current membership intake this fraternal year has been quite good in the past 9 months intake, with now a total of 54,781. Ito po buong order. Buong order, hindi lang po Pilipinas. So as of 9 months ago, 2015 to 2016, in membership intake, we have already 54,781. Compared to last year, whole year of 2014, 2015, 54,105. So 9 months pa lang ho, nasurpass na po ng buong order ang quota. 2013-2014 is 49,270. 2012 to 2013, 47,982. Suspension and withdrawals are a historic law. Pati po yung suspension at withdrawal ng membership are also historic law for the past 9 months. For this Colombian year, we have only 11,434 suspended or withdrawn as member. 9 months pa lang po yun. Compared to last fraternal year, 2014-2015, is 16,820. 2013-2014, 20,848. 2012 to 2013, 19,140. So napakababa po. Maganda po ang resulta. This fraternal year, very low ang suspension at withdrawal. So let's give ourselves a round of applause again. Yun din pong reactivation of suspended councils. I'm also happy to announce that the reactivation of suspended councils in the 4 Philippine jurisdictions has significantly improved. Palakpakan po natin sila. That means, konti na lang po ang suspended councils. I don't know if we can sustain this until the end of this fraternal year. As the Supreme Knight had said, the Knights of Columbus is positioned to play a key role in the new alliance, the church and the family, called by Pope Francis, our Holy Father. To meet this call from the Holy Father, our councils will have to become more active in our parish communities. In light of this, Supreme Knight Anderson announced a new order-wide initiative to strengthen both our parishes and our families, building the domestic church while strengthening our parish. Councils should focus more in our parish community programs that support Catholic families in their mission as a domestic church. Colombian Squires activities are likewise encouraged to integrate within the youth ministry goals of the parish. This initiative is in standing with who we are as Knights of Columbus. We are a Catholic brotherhood based upon the principles of charity, unity, fraternity, and patriotism. We are dedicated to faithful and parallel service to the Church. The closer the Knights of Columbus becomes to parish life, the closer we work with our parish priests. And more we support Catholic families, the more our order grows in membership and charity. To help grow the domestic church, our councils need to continue their focus in offering the benefits of membership to qualified Catholic gentlemen. One of the best ways to convince these men and their families to join the Knights of Columbus is through the example we set in our charitable works. As has been said many times, ours is a charity that evangelizes. Through the good works, our members and other families perform in their respective parishes and communities that give witness to what it means to be a Catholic, to follow the path of the Good Samaritan. The Knights of Columbus is the right organization for any man interested in helping those in need, serving his parish, growing his faith, or having exclusive access to top-rated insurance protection for his family. Always be prepared to ask a man, especially young gentlemen, to join and tell him your own story of how being a member of the Knights of Columbus has made you a better man, a better husband, a better father, a better grandfather, and much more, a better Catholic. Membership is very important, and it is the lifeblood of the order, ensuring that our good work can continue. But it did not end in itself. It means of doing even more good in the communities and parishes we serve. It allows us to protect the financial future of even more Catholic families and it helps even more men to grow in their faith. Along with providing the opportunity of charitable volunteering and growing his faith, always make sure that your area managers, your fraternal counselors, that they have a prominent place in your council meetings and the opportunity to help you, your council members, attain financial security of our very own Casey Papi. Our area managers and fraternal counselors can be a great resource in assisting with recruiting new members, both in training nights and on how to recruit and explaining the insurance program to prospective members. Protecting the families of the Knights was not merely an afterthought for our founder, Venerable Father Michael G. McGinley. It was central to his vision of what the Knights of Columbus should be. Charity, recruiting, and insurance. They are all vital parts of a council's success. And that is while fulfilling requirements in each of these areas are part of the requirements in earning the most prestigious award a council can earn, the Star Council designation. Every council should strive to success and earn this designation. When councils earn the Star Council Award, that means they are successful. And in turn, our jurisdiction are success. And the Knights of Columbus as a whole is successful. Today, as from the beginning, the Knights of Columbus remains committed to living out our faith through charity, to evangelizing through our activities and publications, and to protect of Catholic families. We do all this in solidarity with our Holy Father, Pope Francis, with our bishops, chaplains, and priests, and through our domestic church. In this step, we strengthen our ability to do this while becoming the strong arm of our parishes. Pope Francis himself has been challenging the church and the laity to go out to teach, preach, and love. As Knights, let us do our share and to be protectors of God's gift, life. Other than our pro-life activities and donation to calamity assistance, let us continue to be relevant by being ruled. We have been working very closely with our state chaplains, exploring ways to enhance the role played by our council chaplains, Supreme Knight Carl Anderson, and Supreme Chaplain Archbishop William Lorry are very anxious to give your council chaplain a greater opportunity to lead the way toward a deeper appreciation and understanding of our faith. During council meetings, the method of conducting meeting, placing the chaplain's message near the beginning of your meetings agenda is yielding a positive results. Starting things off with a reminder of the spiritual dimension of our work sets the right tone. It will also provide your chaplain with an opportunity to make an important contribution to your meeting while tending to other pastoral responsibilities in the church. Every day, our knights are undertaking charitable works and not only fulfill an immediate need, but it also reaffirms the human dignity of those assisted. Our charity is motivated by love. We love every human being, and the Knights of Columbus has always had an outreach to those on the margin since the very beginning. This is why we speak of a charitable that evangelizes. Charity gives not only material support, but spiritual witness, a witness to love of God and neighbor. That love which motivates our actions is the reason we help the widow, the orphan, the intellectually disabled, the hungry, the homeless, and the poor. And it is that love which motivates us to work with our church to defend religious liberty, the culture of life, and the marriage and the family. Love of God and love of neighbor motivate all these in actions. But for any of these to be effective, our private lives must reflect these same principles of love of God and neighbor. From the beginning, Father Michael J. McGivney saw the Knights as an organization that will support the faith of the Catholic man. And as stewards of his vision, it falls to us to continue that vision. This is one of the reasons that membership growth is so important. The simple formula of one new member per council per month will certainly allow us to do even more for our church and those in need in our communities. But it will do something else too. It will give men the opportunity to strengthen their faith. Membership multiplies our ability to do good. It ensures that our order will last for generations to come and gives Catholic men the opportunity to grow and to give witness to their faith by engaging in charity that witness to their families, their neighbors, and their communities. It will give them a network of other men deeply committed to actively living out their faith. In short, it will give them access to Father McGivney's and Father George J. Willman's dream of strengthening the faith of Catholic men. Our charitable work and programs go hand in hand with achieving membership growth. When a man sees the good works of the order in his own parish or community, he becomes more open to being a part of that organization. The Knights of Columbus is the right organization for any man in helping, interested in helping those in need, serving his parish, growing his faith, or having exclusive access to top-rated insurance protection of his family. Shared Father McGivney's founding vision for the Knights of Columbus and that of Father George J. Willmans when he founded KC 58 years ago. That is to provide insurance and to protect Catholic families for widows and orphans. This is where we must make sure that we are all sufficiently protected by insurance. This is the reason why we have the Knights of Columbus Fraternal Associations of the Philippines to ensure that if we go, our families are well provided even without us. Father McGivney had one more important reason for founding the Knights of Columbus, and it was to protect the financial viability of Catholic families. Our insurance programs make this possible for us to do many things. First, it continues to protect the families of our members. Second, it enables us to add tens of millions of dollars to our charitable contributions to a wide charity of the church community activities, while also helping to protect, to support the fraternal initiatives and outreach. Protecting the families of the Knights was not merely an afterthought of our founder, Father Michael Jabangini, but it was central to his vision of the Knights of Columbus should be. When we were founded in 1882, there were very few places a man could go for life insurance. In 1900, half of all life insurance in the United States was provided by Fraternal Benefit Society like our own. Today, there's still no better option for Catholic families seeking life insurance than our order, because there's no more highly rated insurer in North America than the Knights of Columbus. Today, as from the very beginning, the Knights of Columbus remains committed to living that out our faith through charity, to evangelizing through activities and publications. As we go forward into the new fraternal year, let us keep in mind that our ability to do good, whether at the local or state council level, does not happen by accident. Active councils can grow more easily because when we recruit, people already know them by the good that they do. And the brother knights of that council are able to point to the specific good works that they perform for the church, for the community, and for those most in need. These new members then become an integral part of the council, getting involved with its activities and being ambassadors for in and helping to recruit even more members who are inspired by their good works. Christians in the Middle East continue to face persecution and extortion simply for their belief on Jesus Christ. The faith, however, has largely been ignored by the secular media. We encourage all councils to raise awareness of the refugee situation through the Solidarity Cross program of the Supreme Council. Council can work with their parishes to arrange special masses or prayer services for the refugees. Let us make sure that our councils are active in charity, conducting substantial service programs to meet the needs of our parishes and communities. Let us do even more and even more support by recruiting new members and putting them to work for those who need it most. Let us live life in a way that teaches our children how to be faithful, responsible, and patriotic Catholics. Let us work together with charity, unity, and fraternity so that we can grow in this service to others and create a better world. One council, one parish, one community at a time. Once again, I commend all for this successful First Luzon North State Convention. With the dynamic leadership, dedication, and commitment of the incumbent officers headed by our very good Justice C. Reyes Jr., I'm confident that this will be the beginning of a new milestone for the Knights of Columbus, not only in the Philippines, but worldwide. Let us be proactive in everything we do. Let us be leaders in doing good in our respective councils, parishes, and communities. Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. Maraming salamat. Viva Jesus!
Thank you very much, Supreme Director, Brother Alon, for that very comprehensive and meaningful report. For your information, Brother Alon has been designated, or he is designated as the official representative of Supreme Knight Carl A. Anderson to this convention. I shall now turn over the chair to our worthy Luzon deputy for his report. Worthy LD.